Krishna. My name is Aarushi and today I am going to narrate a story of when Sarvabhauma bhattacharya invites Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for lunch. So it goes like this. One day, Sarvabhauma bhattacharya came to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because all the devotees had returned to Bengal. There was a good chance that he would accept his invitation. With folded hands, Sarvabhauma bhattacharya requested, "Please come to my house for lunch this month." But the Lord replied, "This is not possible, for it is against the religious principle of a sannyasi." Then Sarvabhauma bhattacharya made it to 20 days. But the Lord said, "This is not proper according to sannyasa dharma." Sarvabhauma bhattacharya then made it to 15 days. But the Lord said, "I shall come to your house for only 1 day." Sarvabhauma bhattacharya fell onto the Lord's lotus feet and begged, "Please come to my house for lunch for at least 10 days. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted for 5 days. Sarvabhauma bhattacharya then said, "There are 10 sannyasis with you. Paramananda Puri can come to my house for 5 days in a month. Swarupa Damodar is my best friend, and so he may sometimes come with you. And besides, the other 8 sannyasis can come by themselves 2 days in a month." If all the sannyasis were to come together, it would not be possible for me to offer them proper respect, and thus I would become an offender. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu confirmed, he immediately invited the Lord to his house that very day. Sarvabhauma bhattacharya always kept a full stock of food, so after returning home, he ordered his wife, who was known as Satira Mata, to begin cooking. Satira Mata was a very experienced cook, so Sarvabhauma bhattacharya went to help her. On the southern side of the kitchen were 2 rooms. One room was for Shalagram Narayana and the other was newly constructed for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to have lunch. Then a large number of pots made of banana bark were filled with 10 kinds of spinach, sukta and innumerable other vegetable preparations. Then there were different types of dal with 3 kilos of rice cooked and so much yellow ghee poured on it. Then there were different types of kheer and condensed milk preparations mixed with bananas and mangoes. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there. After finishing his midday duties, Sarvabhauma bhattacharya washed the Lord's lotus feet and they entered the room in which he was to eat lunch. After seeing the gorgeous arrangement, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became a little astonished. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exclaimed, "This is most uncommon. How can such an arrangement of prasadam be made within 6 hours? Even 100 men cooking over a 100 stove could not possibly finish all this arrangement within a short time. I see tulsi manjaris on all top of preparations, so I assume that everything has been offered to Lord Krishna." My dear Bhattacharya, you are very fortunate. Your endeavor is successful because you have offered such a wonderful arrangement to Radha and Krishna. I am also fortunate just to be able to eat some of the remnants left by Krishna. Take away Krishna's sitting place and serve me a little prasadam in a separate plate." Sarvabhauma bhattacharya then said, "What you see is not so wonderful, my lord, for everything has been possible by the mercy of who will eat the food." However, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu objected, saying that this place is worshipful because it was used by Krishna. Sarvabhauma bhattacharya then said, "Both the food and the sitting place are the Lord's mercy. If you can partake the food left by Krishna, then what is the offense if you sit here?" Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "You have spoken correctly. From Srimad Bhagavatam states that the devotees can partake everything left by Krishna. However, my dear Bhattacharya, there is so much food over here that it is impossible for me to eat it all." Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya then said, "I know how much you can eat. After all, here in Jagannath Puri, you eat 52 times a day. And in Dwarka, you eat in 16,000 queens' palaces. At Govardhan Puja, you eat a huge amounts of rice. Compared to that, this is a very small quantity, but a morsel. So, you can accept this very small quantity of food at my house." After hearing this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smilingly sat down and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya first offered him the prasad of Lord Jagannath. Hare Krishna, Gauranga.